Hello and welcome to all students in this my YouTube channel. Now students, we are in the topic of electrochemistry. In continuation with our last or the previous lecture, we are going to look at the next part of the chapter. That is, in this our chapter, in last lecture we have seen the Nernst equation and how it is derived from the general equation. Now in our today's lecture we are going to look at the calculation of cell potential with the help of Nernst equation. Now students, consider the cell. The cell is provided in your textbook. The cell which is cadmium and copper cell. Half cell represents the cadmium cell and half cell represents the copper cell. Let us first write the cell reaction. Now for half cell, that is cadmium cell, at the left hand side of the cell oxidation will take place, and at the right hand side of the half cell reduction will take place. Anodic oxidation and cathodic reduction. On the basis of this formulation, we will let us see the oxidation which is taking place at anode, that is cadmium. On oxidation it gives Cd2 plus, and with the loss of 2 electrons, and the copper which gains the 2 electrons, that is reduction will take place. And if you want to write the overall cell reactions, now here students, the number of moles used in the reaction are 2, and the potential of the cell is given by the Nernst equation that we have already derived in the previous part, that is E cell is equal to E0 cell minus 0.0592 divided by 2 log to the base 10 of concentration of the Cd2 plus ions. Cd2 plus ions are present at the product side, so the concentration of product we are going to take at the place of that products. Here the species which is in ionic form, that is cadmium, we are going to take here. So the Cd2 plus concentration divided by Cu2 plus concentration becomes at 25 degrees Celsius. Now the concentration of solids and pure liquids are taken to be unity. Now the second part of this the derivation is the calculation of electrode potential. Now consider Zn2 plus in contact with zinc solid, that is electrode. The reduction reaction for the electrode is Zn2 plus 2, with the gain of 2 electrons you will get zinc solid. Now students, if we are going to apply the Nernst equation for this above reaction, that is the zinc electrode, we will get here Zn gives Zn is equal to Zn E0 of Zn minus 0.0592 divided by 2 log to the base 10 of 1 upon Zn2 plus, because the product which is on the product side, if you look at here, there is no species which is in ionic form, because the cell which we have taken is half cell. So on the application of Nernst equation, we will get here such a equation, and on rearranging at the minus side we are getting here the plus sign. So students, after that there are many problems which are based on the for the calculation of voltage or the EMF of the cell. Instead of voltage, sometimes they will ask the question like calculate the EMF of the cell. So here the cell which is they have provided is nothing but the Sn, that is tin half cell and silver half cell. Now students, EMF is provided for each electrode, that is tin as well as silver, and what we have to find here, the voltage of the cell or the EMF of the cell. Now according to the routine procedure, we are going to first of all write the net cell for the given equation. So the half cells, both half cells, the cell which is present at the extreme left is at there oxidation will take place, and at the right hand side reduction will take place. So on the basis of that principles, first of all we will write the oxidation reaction for the left hand side cell, that is tin cell. Sn gives Sn2 plus 2 electrons, oxidation at anode, and for silver electrode, electron is added, so the reduction will take place, reduction at cathode. So students, here what we have to do here, we have to balance the number of electrons which are present at the product and reactant side. So for that purpose we have multiplied the equation by 2, that is the second equation by 2, and if you look at the number of electrons now, they gets balanced, and after that they will cancel each other, and the remaining terms all that we have written as a overall cell reaction. Now according to that we are using the Nernst equation, or we are going to apply the Nernst equation for this net cell. Now the cell potential is given by each cell is equal to E0 cell minus 0.0592 divided by 2 into log to the base of Sn2 plus divided by Ag plus square. Now students, why this square becomes here? Because the coefficient which is left behind in the above equation at the silver solid electrode having number 2, so here that coefficient becomes here in the power. So here Ag plus square bracket, that is raised to power 2 becomes. Now we have already known this relation, how to find out the E0 cell, that is standard EMF of the cell, and according to that formula, that is E0 of Ag minus E0 of Sn becomes. So by using that formula we have calculated E0 cell, and that E0 cell we have used in the Nernst equation. So by substituting all the values here in the equation, after simplification you will get the answer 0.867. So students, this is the theory behind that, how to calculate or find out the EMF of the given cell. Now students, another problem for the half cell they have given here. So before going to that, we already seen the Nernst equation for half cell, and using that relation you can also find out here, this is the value of it. So this is the next part of our chapter, that is thermodynamics of galvanic cells. Now students, we already studied what is meant by galvanic cells. Only here in this part what you have to go in detail is nothing but if you are going to apply the theories of different thermodynamics part for the voltaic cells, that we are going to look at here in detail, gives energy of cell reactions and cell potential. Now cell reactions and cell potential for different kinds of reactions, the electrical work done in a galvanic cell is the electricity or the charge passed multiplied by the cell potential. This is the formula. By using that formula we can calculate the Gibbs energy of cell reactions. And if you look at the electrical work is nothing but the amount of charge passed multiplied by cell potential. Now the charge of 1 mole of electrons is F coulombs. For the cell reaction involving moles of electrons, that is nothing but NF coulombs, and hence the electrical work is nothing but Ne cell, that is at the place of E cell you can also use as a simple E, NEF. This is nothing but the electrical work. Now students, electrical work which is W. Gibbs in 1878 concluded that the electrical work done in galvanic cell is equal to the decrease in Gibbs energy, that is minus delta G of cell reaction. Now then it follows that delta G is equal to N E cell, that is EF. So by using that above two relations, we can say that delta G becomes is equal to minus E N E cell into F, or N F into E cell. So under the standard states of conditions, we can write here, that is the final equation which is now we are going to be calculated, is nothing but delta G is equal to, that is delta G0 is equal to minus N F E0 cell. So students, this explains why in E0 cell is an intensive property. So after that, that equation E0 cell is equal to minus delta G0 divided by NF becomes delta G0 upon NF, that is E0 cell can be calculated. Now students, E0 cell is independent of the amount of substance, and this is what we are going to call it as the intensive property. Now students, if you are going to look at here, the relation which is very important for the different calculating different problems which are related with standard cell potential and equilibrium constant. That equilibrium constant is nothing but what we can say the K. Now students, the relation between standard Gibbs energy change of the cell reaction and standard cell potential is given by minus delta G0 is equal to N E0 cell into F, or NF E0 cell. Now students, the relation between standard Gibbs energy change of a chemical reaction and its equilibrium constant is given in thermodynamics is nothing but delta G0 is equal to minus RT ln K. Now students, if you look at these two formulas, combining equation 5.28 and equation 5.29, you just come to conclusion that the combining equation 5.28-29 we will get minus N of E0 cell is equal to minus RT ln K. Now students, E0 cell is equal to RT upon NF into log of K, and this is nothing, the above equation that we have derived is nothing but in natural log, and if you want to write it into log to the base 10, then we are going to we are supposed to multiply it, that equation by 2.303. So this is a very important factor, and on simplification you will get 0.0592 divided by n log to the base 10 of K at 25 degrees Celsius. Now students, this is the what standard EMF of the cell and the formula to calculate the E0 cell. If we know the value of K, or by knowing the value of E0 cell, we can calculate the value of K, that is equilibrium constant. So students, this is this is all the part which we have covered in our today's lecture. In our last lecture, in continuation with that, we have seen in our today's 2 points, lecture 2 points. In our next lecture, we will conduct next part of the chapter is nothing but the reference electrodes, and in that the first one is a standard hydrogen electrode and calomel electrode. That part we will see in our next lecture. Thank you very much.